Hello. What a bummer. I'm so bummed that we lost internet. Now, will anyone come back? People come back. Will anyone come back? Somebody came back. Angela, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Why I lost the internet. The internet just shut off and then came back on, and then I could see it. It seemed like I was streaming and I could see myself, but no one could see me. So I just, I went to the restroom and made another cup of coffee and used it as intermission. So welcome back from intermission. Woo! Welcome back to the anti-party. Take two. And you know who joined us? I'll show you. Special guest. Remember to hit the thumbs up again. Caleb! Ernie! Ernie, my favorite little boy. He's so cute, he's the best in the world. Okay, Ernie, I'm sorry. I can't help it, Ernie. You're the best, Ernie. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thanks, everyone. I'm so sorry about that. I have no idea. I usually don't lose the internet. And then it came right back on, but it didn't reconnect me. Hey, Matt. Happy New Year. Welcome to the anti-party. Take two. TJ, does every autistic person have black cats? I don't know. He chose me. Our kittens were born under our porch. So now he's here. 5 minutes for some people until the new year. That's true. Hello, buddy. Look. We've got two cats. Bert, she's like a small, fluffy tiger, just like your normal cat. Your normal cat. She doesn't, she's scared of her own reflection, etc. And then we got Ernie over here who is got severe FOMO. Now there's 19 people, which I'm so happy you came back, but we had like almost 70. Oh, please hit the like if you are here. Thank you. 4 minutes to New Year for a lot of people, 3 more hours for me. So Ernie is always around. They come and go as they please. Bert comes in more now than she used to. They had another sibling named Oscar who was the biggest love cuddle bug ever. Ernie doesn't like to like be held and be snuggled necessarily. He likes to snuggle up against you. Oscar wanted to be like in your arms, but unfortunately he was in an accident. Yeah, Angela, 3 hours to go here. The sound is acting up? Is it because I'm too close? Gee, I'm sorry, guys. It's staticky? I'm going to put myself on mute and then unmute it. Hello? Better? I've got good internet. So, sorry. Maybe we won't be on for that long. Still static. Why would it be like that, and how would one fix it? I guess we'll just keep going. I don't know what to do, guys. It's bearable. Thanks, Trina. That's what I aim to be. Too many live streams? Well, there's only one coming from my house. Maybe it's like Y2K and the computer is about to explode. Did anyone else live through that? "31 people came back, so thank you." Lauren, happy birthday to your doggos. Sometimes things don't go to plan, I suppose. Y2K was so fun. It was really good. I mean, come on. Nothing like a little propaganda to bring everyone together. Truth says, "Maybe Y2K caused autism. Maybe it did." 2 years old today. Our dog's gonna be 3 this month, I think. Well, yes, this month he'll be 3. I don't think often, if I can help it. Dwarf Dragon Wolf, I hope you know that that person was joking about Y2K causing autism, because everyone thought Y2K caused everything. Y2K sold a lot of batteries. We talked about it on my last stream, I think. Who here filled their bathtub with water because they were told to in case the water went out? Who here put water in their basement in case the water went out? Response to dogs. Do you ever struggle with smells and sounds of dogs? Absolutely, 150%. I would say that, I love our dog. I am not a dog person. So, yes, the sound, the decibel level of a dog is in so different than having cats. And the smell is strange. And you have to bathe them so they don't smell. Dogs are so loud. Oh, I think you mentioned that, Dwarf Dragon Wolf. You don't have a sense of smell, right? Ben Williams. Hi, Claire. Fellow autistic here. Well, hello, autistic fellow. Connor, yes, I'm still on. I'm sorry. There was an issue. My internet went off and then it didn't reconnect for some reason. It reconnected right away, but it didn't reconnect to my stream. Maybe I should have waited. I'm sorry. I had to use the restroom and I got more coffee. I'm sorry, Sarah, that your husband is allergic to cats because cats are. I can't tell you how much I missed having cats, and I felt like, you know how they say, like, cats choose the people? Well, having the mom cat have her babies under our porch and then disappear 2 days later, and raising the kittens that we have and having them around, I'm so glad that they're here. I just love having cats. What's going on about tacos? Tacos are worth it. I am definitely a savory person over a sweet person, like, I would eat a nacho over an ice cream almost every time. Blake UFO, we back! Tell your friends because there was 70 people and now there's 34. I'm sorry, I already explained it. We lost the internet and then it didn't reconnect, so I'm sorry. Conspiracy question mark? Conspiracy against the neurodiverse people of the internet? Trina says nachos, then ice cream. We've got some Ben and Jerry's in the fridge that I got on clearance. It's 2 kinds of cookies and cream with a cheesecake center. That sounds so good. We endure. Just New Year's Eve, too much traffic. Have we not gotten over that? What year is it? 2024 in some places? We still talking smells? I don't know. We're not talking about anything. This is the anti-party. It was the aliens. We're the aliens. Traffic in Oklahoma is okay. You don't say. Does Oklahoma ever get super busy? I've got a pint of Little Debbie oatmeal pie ice cream. TJ, that sounds so good. I ate so many Little Debbie oatmeal pies in my lunch growing up. Oh, Happy New Year to everyone who is celebrating the new year right now on the East Coast. Maybe that's where everybody went. They were like, "Okay, well, it's the new year anyway, Claire's gone." That's half of the people watching, so that makes sense. Hippie Nair. I know you meant internet traffic. I know that, now that you say it, but the literal me didn't mean it. The celebration crash. I have some time left in me, but, I had to make another cup of coffee, and my spouse was like, "Another one?" And I'm like, "Hit me." Yes, another one. If I have to talk for any more, yes. I'm doing farm chores in the dark. Is that anti-party enough? Yes! Welcome. If you just made it, welcome to the anti-party part 2, the after anti-party. The after anti-party, after dark party. Thanks, Swingin' Wild. Hello, Aussies. Who's excited to be at the after party, anti-party? TJ, that's why I just happened to, start this early so we don't have to stay late. We at the after anti-party, I'm in the VIP. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Sarah, I forgot that you're in Pennsylvania. I grew up in Pennsylvania, I love it. Autism After Dark is like Autism's Adult Swim, exactly. But VIP is expensive. What would VIP stand for the autistic community? very introverted person. Hi, Dane. I'm glad that you're here. Is your which is your logo a an Orthodox icon? That's interesting. Is Amelia Bedelia the ASD mascot? Can she draw the drapes? I remember reading that as a kid, but I never thought, um, I don't know. I think who is Amelia Bedelia? Amelia Bedelia is a book for children. Um, I don't know if other people would, know her from other countries. But basically the whole story is about a woman who is a new maid in someone's home, and it is a series, Trina, and she's a very literal thinker. So, like, they leave her a list of things to do while they leave the house. They say, like, "Here, we left you stuff to do while we're gone." So, like, for example, one of the things on the list was to draw the drapes, which means to shut the drapes. But instead of shutting the drapes, she literally drew them on a piece of paper. So, do I think she might be have the has the tism? I don't normally like to call out autism in other people, it's dangerous, but, I think that we could say for fictional characters, why not? So, probably. S. Pitt, I'm so glad I'm not late for the after anti-party. Me too. Dane says, "Meh, it's a spectrum." That's a loaded comment. Do we have to go over "You don't seem autistic to me, Claire, sorry," again? I never watched Adult Swim either. That's for people who stay up late, and I'm not that, kind of autistic, the stay up late kind of autistic. I'm the sleep all the time kind of autistic. A friend had to tell me I was autistic before I ever checked it out. I hope that they told you in private and it wasn't like it was in a caring way. Good, Dane, that's good. You watched SNL when you were younger. I never did. I grew up in a very conservative household, and I was kept from a lot of things. Oh, I'm glad that you're here, Dane. It's nice to have you. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Lauren, I would probably agree with you that maybe your sleeping patterns not being great have something to do with the Red Bull. What was your family's religious cult? I don't know that I would use that terminology. I love my parents very much. We grew up I grew up going to a certain church, which the denomination was so small, eventually it became not a denomination. Because did you know in America, I don't know if it's still this way, but it used to be you had to have 5,000 members to be considered a denomination. Um, so I will say non-denominational, basically. I went to like a kind of a Baptist-y college. My cousin said, "Now don't take this the wrong way, but have you ever been neurologically evaluated?" I hope you don't mind the voice that I read that. Now don't take this the wrong way, but is there something wrong with you? Growing up, my dad would always say, like, weird kid, so he would always be like, "There's something wrong with you." And then I got my then I got my diagnosis, and I was like, "Ha! Dane, more voices. I can't help it. It's just me. Well, golly. Have you ever been neurologically evaluated? Don't mean to offend you, but, well, thank you, Orion. I don't mean to offend you, Orion, but have you ever been neurologically evaluated? Orion. Welcome, Orion. Oh my gosh, Sean Seacrest said Orion, and I read it as Orion Seacrest, who, by the way, in the States is, I think, hosting the New Year's Eve party this year. Orion Seacrest, the most famous autistic radio DJ in the world. Gustav, are you in my live stream saying Orion Kelly, that autistic guy, is the greatest of all time? How come I can't be the greatest of all time? Just kidding. It's Blake, I was bastardizing the names Ryan Seacrest, who is a host, a radio host in the US, and Orion Kelly, who is a radio host in Australia. Oh, Seacrest. But the other person's name was Seacrest, wasn't it? There was another person who was a Seacrest here, right? Nope, that's Seacrest too. Gosh. Sorry, guys. Please forgive me. You can click off this live stream if I've offended you. I'm sorry. Wait, Seacrest is ASD? I did not say that, Matt. I did not say that. Nope, did not say that. Just Lauren and Sean, okay? I probably offended someone because I brought up my religion. Lauren, I don't think so. You can be LDS. You can be whatever you want to be. Everyone is welcome here. I grew up evangelical. Heavily evangelical. Seacrest, neurodivergent, confirmed by Dr. Claire. I'm not a doctor, I'm a double master, which some might say equals a doctor, but I wouldn't. Oh my gosh, it's going to be all over autism news. Oh no. His people are going to reach out and sue me. I did not say that. So was I in rural or small town California growing up? No, I grew up on the East Coast. This will be brought to the council's attention. What do you think they would wear at the Autism Council? They're probably just their pajamas, right? But there'd be like that one guy in a suit because that's all he wears. Am I allowed to make fun of autistic people like that? Bathrobes. There'd be the one guy in the suit though, right? And the fedora. There's always the one guy in the suit. Tagless onesies. Orion's shirts. Well, we'd have to ask Orion about that. Everything tagless all the time. Anyway, where were we? Yes, Lauren, I don't think you offended anybody. Many people who are on the autism spectrum are extremely religious, which makes sense because I think especially if you're late diagnosed, the security of the I want to be careful how I say things because I think it can be a beautiful thing. High control environment, maybe not necessarily high control, but the comfort of the confines of a religious community, the strict ethical code, what is right and wrong, structure, that's a good word for it. Um, that's very comforting to many autistic people, and I think that that's fine. So there, Blake, many people who are on the spectrum, it's either like they find extreme comfort in that, and that's part of their lives, or they don't want any part of it. But I find that it's polarizing. However, I find that we should just be accepting of each other and love each other. Why not that? People spend too much time like being, just, bleh, just be yourself and like each other. People spend too much time like hating each other, so annoying. Uh, Dragon Wolf says that their minister refused to baptize them as a child. Well, I think that I have some curse words that I'd like to say about them. Yeah, I mean, everybody's different, right? I've always found it difficult to like make myself go to meetings, and like not having to go to them has been very healing for me. So maybe in the future, I don't know. Who's to say? You were kicked out of Sunday school in kindergarten for calling the Bible allegorical. Well, that's probably because your Sunday school teacher didn't know what allegorical meant. But yeah, I'm familiar with that teaching. Sean, not everyone believes that, so, whatever. It's everyone's personal stuff. Um, I think it's one of those things where I don't necessarily wanna have, like, a hardcore conversation about it because I don't know if you know this or not. Oh, we're back up to 49 people. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the anti-party. If you're here, it's because you decided to be at home for New Year's Eve and you don't want to be with people, but maybe you do, but alone. And that's why you're here. So welcome. Um, I have a degree in biblical studies. I have a master's in the Bible and the ancient Near East. I lived in Israel for a few years, and I have another master's in Assyriology because I was interested in taking it as far back as I could possibly take it and understanding the background behind the background. You know what I mean? So I could say a lot of things about a lot of things, but the more that I learn, the less that I know. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So um, I just want to love people and be a good support system for people. And I'm happy to be here with you. So word up, Wood. Truth, truth. The true, true. True truth says, "Let's move to political." We why not? I hope we are at least against the homophobic people. Well, yeah, I hope so. Um, however, as a person how I don't mean however. Oh my gosh. God, you're reporting me to the council again. as a person who grew up in a culture that is very, was very homophobic, I I want, people like that to know that they can come and speak to me about it, because I remember feeling like, who could I talk to about it? Have conversations about it, you know? Anyway, politics is like the WWF. I like politics. I find them, entertaining. I love to follow politics. I just don't, you know, I'm not into talking about it with people, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now I've stuck on saying that, great. Crystal Dawn, let's go back to welcome in, Crystal Dawn. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the after anti-party. Welcome, Acura, NRX. Dwarf Dragon Wolf, I keep deleting my comment without posting. I hope everything's okay. I mean, you know, I think as long as everyone is respectful, you're very welcome here. If you come in and you're disrespectful or irrespectful of other people, then that's when you wouldn't be welcome here, you know? Lily, they didn't show you until now? Orion, well, this is getting deep. What's next? What is a woman? Look in the mirror, Orion, and let us know. Oh, boy. Oh. Got him! Pow pow! You know what I think about big questions like that? Because I grew up even in college, like, we, like, had a certain you know, the college I went to had a certain doctrine that they believed in, and everything had a specific answer. You know, my answer to these big questions is, um, I don't care. If you're happy and you're not hurting anybody, don't care. Simple as that. Bye, Dane. Claire, it's Orion's wife standing behind him. Why can't we just let people be comfortable with themselves and figure out what feels good for them, and if they're not happy, you know, if they're happy with that, and Greg was mistaken for a woman on New Year's Day 3 years ago. Greg, looking at your profile picture, I I find that hard to believe. Maybe like a woman dwarf from Lord of the Rings, they have beards, right? Orion disappeared after I said that. Do you think I scared him off? I think he's got, more mojo than that. I said Lord of the Rings, dwarf dragon wolf. I said Lord of the Rings, dwarf ladies, not real dwarf ladies. Orion is still here. My deepest and sincerest apologies for being so mean. Exactly, TJ. I feel the same way. People should be allowed to live authentically. Wearing a mask, regardless of type, is exhausting. Just treat people with respect and love and kindness, you know? You got it right. Phase that way is, PHASE. Welcome to all the 56 people here. Welcome to the after anti-New Year's Eve party. If you haven't liked the after anti-party yet, please go ahead and press the like. We had a bit of a snafu before, but let's just say it was on purpose. I ended the stream to see who would come back. That's not true. Guess who's back? Back again. Jenny's back. I'd say tell a friend, but all your friends are probably here. Ayo! If you haven't subscribed to Neurodivergent yet, what are you waiting for? Because she's going to be way bigger than me. BC says, welcome back to the anti-party. The after anti-party, Jen. Welcome back to the after anti-party. Things have gotten real deep up in here. Hey, everybody. I don't think anybody's laughing at each other in the comments. If it is, it's lighthearted laughing. And if you feel like you're here to make fun of people or whatever, you can please let thyself out. Kick thyself out the door, please. Lauren, it's a big thing to be on social media, so I don't know what's going on. My sarcasm detector is going off. I don't know what's happening in the chat, so please be nice to each other. If you're Jen, what state are you in if you feel like sharing that geographically, not wasted or sober? Share that too, Jen, if you'd like. You know what I did the other day, guys? Okay, I might look super young. I know I look like a young thing of 21. That was a joke. But I can drink, just so you know. I bought this clearance wine and I was like, "All right, clearance wine, here we go." Then I brought it home and realized that it was clearanced because it was a low alcohol wine alternative. Why? I'm not buying it because I want it to be low alcohol. If you're just getting in, welcome to the after party, the anti-party, anti-after party? The after anti-party for New Year's. Welcome to all our East Coasters who are currently living in the future. Oh, look at my cat just stretched out. Look at that long hot dog. Okay, everyone just be careful. Don't be sharing too much about your personal locations, okay? I like human 2.0 rather than neurodivergent. Okay, cool. Just another name to call an autistic person, you know what I mean? Jen, yes, please don't give your exact coordinates. You laugh, okay? Uh, I some of these people I watch online, I try to be as careful as I can, okay? Some of these girls, especially that I watch online, they're like, "Here's the front of my house." Like, I literally watched a gardener YouTuber be like, "And here's what we're planting. Like, here's our street, and here's our house, and here is what we're planting in front of my daughter's bedroom window." And it's like, "Are you insane?" Like, people be crazy out there. I'm worried like, I'm editing out any, like, details where I'm like, "Hmm, could somebody extrapolate from that some detail about my life?" And there are people out here like, "Oh, it's alright." In a van down by the river. That's where I live. This is my cell in the state penitentiary. That's all you need to know. Buckaroo, says they should teach kids about this stuff. I think they are more. I think they are more running away or sorry, running away. I think they are teaching about kids about this stuff, more. I was suggesting a book to somebody the other day that my spouse, suggested to me, which is like, uh, The Modern Girl's Guide to Internet Security or something. You have to be really careful, man. You need to be like, I could not encourage it enough. People are out there just, like, sharing their details on the internet, not worried about anything. Like, they don't even think about it. Like, "Here we're in front of the window where my children sleep." Are you insane? Yeah, Sarah, like, when the internet was young, whoo, I was talking to some weirdos on the internet, let me tell you that. I just there was, like, no, like, you're just you thought everything was perfectly safe. It's not. Be careful out there. A lot of times in my chats and comments, people are like, "Oh, do you live here? Like, maybe we could meet up." And I'm like, "Stop. I do not encourage this behavior." Yes, parents were clueless. Luckily, like, cause I would get, like, people asking me, like, "Oh, you wanna go out and get some food and stuff?" And I would be like, "Nah, I don't think so." Like, luckily, I knew better than that, kind of. Crystal Dawn, they're still out there. The Freaky Freaks are still out there. I met my husband in a chat room. We met in a chat room. Now our love can truly bloom. Uh, Speaking of, my dad in the '90s looked, almost exactly, uh, like Chip. Like, p if you put pictures next to each other, you would see it. Oh, web TV, yeah. Always and forever. Sure, the internet is great, but you make me salivate. Chip is, Chip is a character from a movie called Napoleon Dynamite, and he sings that song when he's getting married to LaFonda at the end. Kip. It is Kip, you're right. See, I totally forgot. It's been a long time. Thanks, Julio. I sure do have a smooth voice. Smooth as silk. It's the lisp, man. It helps just bring everything together, you know what I mean? It is Kip, guys. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. I couldn't remember, which is so funny because Sharonda. It wasn't LaShonda? Gosh, I ruined the whole thing. My joke was just totally rude. Visitor, congrats on 10K before the end of the year. Thank you. I'm so happy. It was LaFonda, right? You're just jealous because I was talking to hot babes online all day. Yeah, Dwarf Dragon Move doesn't care. 51 people here. That's so cool. Especially because the East Coast has gone to bed. And we lost almost everybody. Oh my god, now my husband is quoting Napoleon Dynamite. Give me my tots. I could quote Napoleon Dynamite all day. I mean, come on. Could you be an autistic person and not like that movie? Could you? TJ says they must be the only person who's never seen that movie. Highly recommended. It's a trip. Sure is. It's not like it's different. But so am I. Vote for Pedro, exactly. I thought Napoleon was a documentary. I'm trying to remember, what was it like? Tina, you fat whatever. Get over here. It's so good. Charles, Lucas, I am a night owl, 5:40 and still awake. Well, Happy New Year. Eat the food, Tina. Wasn't he throwing her lasagna? Something like that. I loved that movie. What year was that, guys? 2003? 2004? Tina, you fat lard. That was it, right? Fat lard? Who would it like, how random that they didn't have farm animals, they just had one llama. You can laugh, but I haven't read any of Green Gables books, and I got them confused with trashy romance novels. The only reason I would think that that's funny is because I haven't read them all. I've read the first one, and I've seen the movies, but, you know, I think if you told that to the trashy romance novel community, they would think that was pretty funny. I mean, maybe to the LDS community, they'd be pretty trashy, but they're not even romance novels, really. She does fall in love eventually, but it's like it's so PG. 2002, okay. Thanks, Randy, for congratulating me on 10K subscribers. That was gonna be my next question on my question list, guys. What do you think a good goal would be for my subscribers for the next year, by the end of next year? Because we have to start thinking of a new song. Thoughts, comments? ideas. What's a good goal for subscriber count for 2024? Song. Trina, song. What do you mean, what song? Help me get to 10K by the end of the year. Where you been, Trina? Keeping the songs I have? Yes, but I'm not gonna keep saying, "Help me get to 10K by the end of the year." My mom is obsessed with those novels, and she wouldn't be laughing. Which novels? The dirty smut novels or the Anne of Green Gables? Because I don't think they're not romance novels for sure. In fact, I read Anne of Green Gables in, like, the 5th grade. Of course, the song can remain. Uh, but what should the new song be? I can't say, "Help me get to 10K by the end of the year," unless we construct a narrative where I live outside of time, and therefore I no longer know what my subscriber count is, so I just assume that I'm not at 10K for the rest of my time on this earth, right? Something like that. Um, how somebody asked how long it took me to get to 10K. I'll be on YouTube 3 years in March. 50K would be amazing, Crystal, but that's, like, a lot, like, when I think about it, if I blow up, if I have sorry, this is why I knock things over all the time. If I blow up and have viral video, then that's possible, right? 'Cause people who grow like that, they get a few thousand a month, but right now I'm, like, averaging around 500 a month, give or take. So, it would be a lot. No, Sean, my New Year's resolution is not to form the autism council. But I do in my mind say that if there was the trinity of autistic YouTubers, it would be Orion Kelly, Taylor, and I, and they would be the Father and the Son. I'd be the Holy Spirit because nobody sees my videos. Um, New Year's resolutions? The trinity. Um, I yeah, I don't, Sarah, I'm not even gonna say that out loud. I'm not saying that out loud. Um, I I love that the World Autism Council is whack. I'll need to discuss it with whack. Randy, I should ask what Orion Kelly did to get his subscribers. Jen, I know that auto-corrected to wax, but I love it. I know what my friends are doing to be that successful. They're only focusing on one topic, unlike me who, beep, beep, boop, beep. I never discuss wax at the whack. Pray to the YouTube algorithm that the light shall shine upon me, that Al will shine his face upon me. Dwarf, if you take up candle making, you can be the official candle maker of Whack. You could be the Whack Wax. The finisher, makeup tutorials? I don't know, maybe. Sacrifice a chicken to the algorithm. Now that would bring in the subscribers. I love, you know, like, I love for my channel to grow more quickly, but also, like, for example, it took me a while to get through all the comments uh, this week, just because there was a lot of congratulation ones, which is so sweet. And my spouse pointed out that, you know, it's getting to the point where I'm not going to be able. It makes me so sad. I'm not going to be able to answer all the comments anymore, and I know that that day is coming, but I'm fighting it because I just, you know, I appreciate every single person, and I feel like we can make a connection in a different way if I answer all the comments. Um, yeah. Randy, that's kind of not a nice thing to say. Try acting neurotypical to get views like Orion. Orion does not act neurotypical. Have you watched an Orion Kelly video? Jeez, man. If Orion acts neurotypical, then I act neurotypical. You know, Orion is so neurotypical. Yes, I think also that Orion does a great job researching and using citing his sources, and so does Taylor. To sacrifice a chicken, buy a bucket of KFC and put it on a barbecue grill. I think that I hear a lot of people saying like, "Oh, well, you know, your videos, you act different in your videos or whatever. You don't act autistic enough in your videos." Like, whatever, dude. I'm sorry that I don't like me saying my piece to a screen doesn't seem autistic enough to you. Did you Oh my gosh, did you guys see the short? Speaking of being 100% unmasked, did you guys watch my short where I opened my Christmas present that Taylor from Mom on the Spectrum sent me? And the last thing I opened, I kind of forgot that I was filming myself. Taylor asks, you can go back and watch it, it's there. Taylor asked, is your goal to have you time you I can read, I promise. Is your goal to have YouTube be your full-time occupation or nah? How Gen Z of you to say or nah? Yeah. Yeah. Um, it is currently my full-time occupation. I have an LLC. I do, hey, Gustav, Gen Z gang, raise a hand. Whoop, whoop. If you're here, that's cool. I'm happy to have you. I'm probably not cool enough for the Gen Z. You know what I mean? Stop saying, you know what I mean, Claire. Stop it. You ever get just stuck on a phrase? I do all the time. Well, welcome, Gustav. Welcome, Gen Z. Represent. But yes, I'd love to be financially supported more through YouTube. I am monetized. Should I get an LLC before I start? Not necessarily, Lauren. The reason that I did it was because I don't want the headache later. But if you're not monetized, I mean, no, I don't think you need to do that. If you're interested in autism news, I would absolutely recommend Gemma's Grace Journey. I don't think she's on here anymore. She's probably sleeping because it's like 4 a.m. in the UK. She does videos on, covering autism news all the time. Gemma's Grace Journey. I'm gonna type it out. She covers autism news all the time. She does a great job. Dark Judge, put your child to bed. Have fun. When a business owner gets more business, then they start to handle either hire help or start injecting coffee. Yeah, being as a person who I'm almost 3 years into running my own business. It's a lot of work. I'm having a good time. Is it stressful? Yes, but I get to manage my own time, which is good for myself, my peace. Then take a picture for proof. What are we talking about now? Yeah, I mean, people saying that they don't have a channel, but they have, like everyone has a channel, like a profile. Technically, you have a channel. If you have a profile on YouTube, you technically have a channel, but that doesn't mean you're posting on it, right? That's cool, Connor. Uh, Jen, I don't know that you're supposed to share that secret. People will know that if they get onto YouTube, they can make tens of dollars every year, and then we won't make that much anymore. I've been doing YouTube for over 8 months. I don't want to brag, but I've made a whole $246. Jen, that's faster than I went. Okay. Jen, at one point I was I got reached out because I did some hair dye reviews. The company reached out to work with me, and I was getting paid some commission on that. I was getting paid some commission on that, and that was like I was making way like 100 to $200 a month. Then they said I didn't make enough, so they stopped sponsoring me. But yeah, YouTube ads, like you have to diversify if you'd like to make it work. Cause yeah. Jen, it'll come to you. Jen, sponsorship offers. Uh, I don't know if you have like a business email. Make yourself a little business Gmail, neurodivergent@gmail.com. Put in your any of your videos, business inquiries, please contact me here. But you'll get email. Eventually you'll start getting emails. I get several emails. Should I make a video on this? Read through everything. I don't think I've ever said this. Do you guys want to hear something really the best? Have I ever said the best thing I've ever gotten an email about for a sponsorship? The best thing? You ain't ready. I can't use all of the words cuz maybe I would get blocked by YouTube. I got an offer to use them. Use them. I got an offer for a free love doll. Um, that was the best thing I've ever gotten offered for, up to a $2,000 value. Love doll, Trina, a love doll. I don't think of me a true truth. I didn't go into I didn't respond. Once you start getting offers, like for I very rarely take offers up. I've done a partnership with that shoe company once, the hair dye company. I think those are the only 2. There might have been another one, but I get offers all the time for, like, sponsored content, but a lot of times it's, like, a shop on Amazon that wants to send me, like, control panty hose or something like that, control top pantyhose or just, like, crazy, like, why would I do that? Like, what does that have to do with me? Uh, but yes, I did get an offer for a love doll. Lauren, um, replace the word love with the word that starts with S, and that you're probably thinking, like, on TV when they're like, weird fantasy stuff on TLC when they're like, "I'm in love with my love doll, and we're married," and, like, they take her around in the car and stuff. Inflatable? No, I think this was a silicone getup. Oh, and the best part was I could make commission, guys. Commission. Like, I'd have a love doll code. I wonder how much commission I'd be making. But most of the time, like, you know, y these people have people who, like, they these people have these companies have people hired to just send out these offers, right? They're just trying to get, um, as many, free commercials as possible. I mean, I think the other day I got something for, like, a toaster oven, stuff like that. Happy New Year, Kelly! Happy New Year, whoever just hit the new year. Uh, yeah, toaster ovens, uh, shapewear, just all these crazy stuff. For a while, I'm not saying this to brag or anything, it's not like Temu kept emailing me about wanting to work with me, and, the first time it was about, working where they had seen my macrame video. Guys, I did 1 video trying out macrame, okay? And they were like, "We loved your macrame," like, insert word here, macrame video, and we sell macrame stuff on Temu. Jennifer, hello, happy New Year. And, so I didn't answer because I don't think I wanna work with Temu, no offense to anybody who does, right? Uh, and, they emailed me back, and this lady was like, "We have been trying to reach you several times about working." I was like, "Well, first of all, it was 1 email, 1." And I don't you start to get these offers, and you don't need to respond to every one of them, right? So, Angela, I don't know, like, they must email every single person who has a business inquiry email, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, stop saying that, Claire. Hey, Coral. If you just tuned in, welcome to the After Anti Party, where we're celebrating the new year in neurodivergent style, which is alone and loving it. Okay, everyone. I am not part of that community, okay? I don't know out of what why I was emailed about it, but it was maybe the highlight of my year to be offered one. Like, I know that I'm not that famous, but I am free love doll famous. So, Blake, it's the internet. Yeah, there is. There's a community for everything. You guys are asking too many questions. I don't have the answer. I just got the email And there it sat, okay? And by the way, as far as I understand, a $1,500 to $2,000 value doll like that is not actually that expensive for those, so who knows? I wonder if I would have had to pay for shipping. I bet it's all sad you rejected it. I bet it's gonna be okay. I could have used it as a dress form. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know. That was the best thing I've ever been offered. I don't think anything's ever gonna top that. Like, I can't think of anything that would top it. Hi, Unique Amazing Stripes. Welcome, welcome. Start charging for autographs. I almost saved the Taylor Heaton's autograph because I was like, "Oh, this gotta be worth something." Um, when she sent me a gift, which was so sweet. One of the things she sent me was, my first ever squishy, guys. It says, "Yarn keeps me sane." I've never had a squishy of my very own before. Banjo playing bison. Welcome, welcome. I don't know why I said your name like that, but I just feel like it's an old-timey thing. What where hello, it's next year. Where are you? I'm in the past. It's still last year here for me. Trina, I'm not worried about people. Well, first of all, I know what you're thinking, Claire. You've got this huge, gigantic following. Aren't you worried about people ripping off your merch? I know you're concerned about that, Trina, but I'm not. Also, I consider this like my tags to be my signature. Time travel. I don't want us to live in the past, you know? What is the service by yours videos you are uniquely offering? Well, that is a great question that I don't know how to answer. Love doll inside joke merch would be hilarious. Maybe that's what I should have, gotten it to, like, model my merch. Listen to ABC NYC Timeshare right now. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, I've been streaming for a long time. How embarrassing. You don't feel like I have, Trina? This is fun. I hope you're having fun because I put a lot of planning into this after anti-party. I wish it was Wine Claire fun. Lily's Kitties. Lily's Kitties! In my mind, Lily's Kitties 25, I have been reading it, your name is Skittle something this whole time. I don't know if any other neurodiverse people here, I just read words kind of as a whole, and in my mind, I just read Skittles and moved forward. Happy New Year, everybody! I'm getting Happy New Year texts from people who are in other states. TJ said, "I'd rather you could do porch coffee and couch wine." Yeah, I could interview my love doll. That's hilarious because I've misread it even though I'm the one who made it. I got the coffee in the morning and the couch wine at night. Buckaroo Banzai is fully unmasked, having fun. Nice anti-party. I'm so glad that you're here. 50 people? Could you imagine if we all had to be in person with 50 people? We would leave. And, there's only so many bathrooms to hide in, you know? Randy, I have no idea what you're talking about, bud. Are you, what's that word? Trolling me? Matt, I don't know that. Guys, you're asking questions I didn't think that far down the road because I never took it seriously. I was just excited to be asked, you know? Randy, that's probably not gonna happen. But thanks for saying that. I think I'm a private person usually. Yeah, y'all taking it too seriously, man. It wasn't it happened, it just was I, you know. Uh-oh, Randy retracted his message. I had a coffee shop in the 90s, I called it the Daily Planet. Cool. The Woodshed Theory World Tour, coming to the internet near you. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just telling you what I've heard from other people. I don't know how much they cost. I just know they're expensive, okay? Okay, Randy, I'm glad you're not a troll. Are you any other kind of mythical creature? The finisher says you have to pay the troll toll if you want to get to the boy's soul. I got you. Sometimes I walk around singing Day Man. I can't help myself. How can anyone help themselves? I knew I shouldn't have brought up the love doll, guys. It was a mistake. Lauren, I'm not asking anyone to do anything. I'm just telling you I got an email from a guy saying, "We've seen your videos and we think you'd be great to be a affiliate." And I say to that, "I don't think you've seen my videos." And which one were you thinking was the one that sent the message? Did I seem lonely? It was the funniest way I've ever ended a year. Oh, I'm glad, Sean. Glad to be there for you. That's right, Buckaroo. I'm so glad you guys are having fun at the after anti-party. I mean, other than that, I've been offered other stuff, but that was I mean, nothing's ever gonna beat that. If I was offered something, like, super funny, I might do it. Like, if, like, I don't know, like a denture cream company reached out to me or something, but shenanigans. I am under my fuzzy mushroom print blanket, hot water bottle, weighted dino stuffy. This New Year's Eve is lit. The commission part got me. Right, Crystal? We also have a lucrative commission plan. Use my link. You missed the party. What was it about? You missed the anti-party and now you're at the after party? Well, nobody cares about the actual party anyway. The after party is where it's at. What about a cool crafting supply sponsorship? What about it? Call me. Sell 10 dolls, get a free t-shirt. Oh, I don't think Hobby Lobby would want me to be a sponsor or sponsor me. Crystal! They're not responsible for any injuries that may occur in the workplace, Crystal. I mean, I don't know about how serious it was. Is there insurance if it sucks you? Only if it doesn't let go. Anyway, let's change the subject, guys. I knew I would regret bringing it up. But I bet you Orion Kelly has never gotten a love doll offer. Just saying. Only me. That woodshed theory. Do you think it's because I have the word wood in my name? Okay, be respectful, everybody. What? Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for asking me a question. Randy, I tell you to look it up, but you probably shouldn't. It's a plastic. I don't know. It's a replacement person to make love with. We'll say that. It's a fake. It's a doll to make love to. That's it. That's what it is. A replacement person. Guys, was it a woodshed or a tool shed in Beavis and Butthead? Don't know. For the person that was a serious question. I get it. Your favorite shows is getting a new season this year, Proud Family. Cool. All right. A silicone substitute. What did she ask? What have been some of your favorite videos? What That's will give an indication of direction you should go in. Uh, Gustav, let's not say that. I don't like that, man. Ooh, that's kind of a let's just say that's a step. That was a step too far. Some of my, favorite videos that I've made. Yeah, I don't like we've gone over into a step too far. There's, like, funny, and then there's, like, that's not cool. I love, I love making videos about, autism and autism advice. Those are my favorite videos to make, but I also find them, uh I find them the hardest for me to make. I know, Gustav, but we gotta, gotta be respectful. I love making videos about, what do you think is the hardest aspect to talk about when it comes to autism? I think the personal aspect, because I wanna apply it back to my own life and talk about my personal experience. Sometimes talking about, things that I've done in my life that now maybe I don't agree with or that I don't like that I've done or, behaviors that I'm embarrassed about, like, those are hard things to talk about. I actually have a video about why do autistic people always cross the line, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think I have a video on that. The hardest part about autism is not being neurotypical. I don't get social norms. It's easier to me. They don't make sense. Yeah, I understand that. I mean from like a technical, relatable perspective. This might not be a good here, but did you see a neurotypical therapist for OCD and neurodiverse? I went to group therapy for OCD, which they have found is tends to be most helpful because OCD is such a secretive thing. Meeting with other people that also have OCD, while it is super difficult and scary, it's very helpful because all of a sudden you're in a room with people who have different but very similar experiences to you. So I believe that probably most of the people in the group were neurodiverse in some way, but I'm not sure if the doctor was also neurodiverse. No problem, Trina. I'm sorry if, things went too far with that joke, guys. I didn't mean it for it to go too far. Um, I think we need to be careful about, talking about making jokes about people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know my name, yeah. In my mind, it goes over the line when it becomes about other people maybe stepping yeah. Thanks, Dwarf, I appreciate that. I know Orion will understand that as well, but I wanna stick up for my friends, you know? The first rule of OCD Club is, yeah. So in OCD group therapy, there is definitely, I can talk to you about, like, things that we talk about in OCD group therapy, but I'm not allowed to, I wouldn't be able to tell you, like, who was there or, like, divulge people's experience. My diagnosis wasn't fun. In the '90s, I had to go to the hospital for several days for an evaluation. I may even have to go through dreaded ABA. Um, yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all, Lauren, I'm sorry. It sounds like AA, I got convinced I was an alcoholic. I got my 1-year chip even. No, 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 no. I mean, group therapy, uh, you're not in OCD group therapy unless you're sent there by a doctor. I don't see I wouldn't compare it to I wouldn't compare the 2. Oh, okay, you're saying group therapy, you can't discuss people or what's said. Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, it's privacy is very important, especially with OCD. Most people don't understand that OCD isn't really about the outward compulsions. It's really about the intense, terrifying, intrusive thoughts. And because people don't understand that, it can be dangerous to talk about it with other people. I've heard mixed things, Lauren, about, if they're I mean, I know that some people are still, like, super into ABA, um, and other people are like, like, ABA is different now, so I just don't talk about it because I don't know a ton about it. Okay, guys, in 5 minutes, it'll be 10:30 for me, and I'm gonna get off in 5 minutes. I was relieved to be diagnosed. I wonder, do you have any feelings, um, about being diagnosed? I'm happy that I was diagnosed. That's my feelings. My friend and I decided AA was a cult. Okay, I don't know that much about it. I know that for some people it's a good thing. I'm relieved to be diagnosed. So relieved. Yeah, absolutely. A huge relief. I was so scared, that I went through all of that and it was gonna end up that I wasn't diagnosed. Bye, Randy. Yeah, there are a lot of videos on ABA and people's thoughts on it. I don't have them because I don't know a ton about it. I know from what I've heard, there are people who d like, there are people that from what I've heard, sometimes, uh, there can be, like, non-destructive ways, but, like, also, like, I don't think teaching people to mask is a great thing, you know? Teaching people to be less neurodiverse is not the solution. Well, I hope everyone had fun at our party. Happy New Year to everyone. Autistic Margot, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Again, sorry if some things went too far with that joke. I don't like that. But I hope that everyone still had a nice time and had a blast. I'm happy that you came, and I'm happy that we all had a good laugh. And I hope that everyone's okay with the fact that if things go too far, I'm gonna say something. Sorry, my anti-party. You're right, Dark Judge. You're right. Hope everyone has a good night. Oh, I don't think Orion will be mad about it. I'm gonna message about it in case he rewatches the live stream to let him know that I don't agree with what was said. Thank you. I don't really wanna call the council again. Yeah, if you're interested in, should it be democratic? How people are should people be elected to whack? How would the elections run, you know? How often would there be an election? Would it be kinda like Supreme Court, like you're elected for life, you're placed there? Some more. Thanks, Lauren. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna head out. There's 2 minutes left. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for coming to my anti-party, the after anti-party. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Love you too. Happy New Year.